and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Dawn here. So I'm here with a part 2 of my Love from Lizi card kit. Oh, what's it called? Let me just put my phone there. So 10 cards, 1 kit, that's it. So I only made 5 in the last one. Where did I put them? Here they are. So we made this pyramid style a card, which I still think is gorgeous. So it just opens like that, but you can pop it in an envelope like that, or you can pop it into an envelope like that. So yeah, really nice. I love that. And then we did 3 cards that style. And then we created this card as well. So that's what I made on the last one. Now I've took out quite a bit of the, well, I don't think there's hardly anything left. So from the die cut sheets, this is all I've sort of kept. Those are them. So I've cut them all down so that I can store them easier, but I've just kept them together. And the bows together, that's it. I haven't kept anything else together. And then the rest I took out, just like I said, it just makes life so much easier. So I have my peel offs and my gems. I also have here cardstock that I have left over. We've got the die set, but I'm not going to use the die set anymore, and I'm not going to use the stamp set. I'm going to use what we already have. So I'm just going to move them just off to the side there. Excuse me. So yeah, we have lots and lots of different things that we can use. So I'm going to do the same cards, the size of cards. It's actually been a couple of hours since I last done the other one, so it'll be a couple of days for you guys, or it could even just be a day. It just depends on when I'm putting them up. Now I did a card for Julia where I just folded it over like this, and I think I'm going to do another one because I really liked it. And I loved how it went, and I'm hoping it'll be up before this video, but if not, I did a card where I just literally folded this edge over and then used that and created something. So I have no idea what it's called. So yeah, right, I'm going to use the gold foil, and what we're going to do is I'm going to grab my trimmer and I'm going to cut this down to 4 3/4. So let's get that in, by 6 3/4. Okay. And then that is just going to go on the inside there. And then I want to do another piece because I just want underneath. So 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. Okay. And then what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to position it where it needs to be, and I'm just going to fold along that edge like that, so that it gives me the cut line. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this down, and then we're going to use that. So if I want to try and get this spot on if we can. Okay. And then I just want to trim off just that a little bit. Okay, right. So let's move that. So that should fit under there like so. So let's stick that down. So I'm just going to use my Nuvo glue for this. Okay. So we're going to glue that there. And then fold that over, and I'm then going to glue this piece there. I actually need to take a little bit more off, or yeah, let's take a little bit more off. So I need to take about 1/4 inch off, I think. Actually, not that much. So let's try and get it as straight as possible. Okay, so I've done that, and then that should, yeah, perfect, sitting there quite nicely. So again, just going to pop my glue on it. Okay, and then I'm going to line that up. Oh, I like that. Okay, and then I'm going to then pop this on the inside. Okay, so just like this. And it's got about 1/8 of an inch all the way around for a border. So that's what we've got, guys. Yeah. Oh, see how nice does that look? And then when it stands up, it just sort of, yeah, comes off. Now, we do have, so we've got these journaling cards, which are quite nice. I don't know whether or not to have. Oh, I don't know. So I sort of knew what I wanted to do, but whether or not I was actually going to do what. Oh, I like that. Law. I think that's quite nice with the, yeah. Oh, that is, I like that. So I'm thinking that there. So let's just stick it down because I don't want to like mess too much, because I think I faffed on a lot in the first video. And it was because, I mean, this is a hard kit. Yeah, it really is a hard kit to work with. Oh, I quite like that there. I like that sleeve. Yeah, I like that. So let's stick that. And it's not something I would sort of normally work with, but I have to say I've enjoyed the challenge. Definitely enjoyed it, and I think after these videos I'll probably bring in a paper pad, because I'm thinking I might use this kit to see how many cards I can create. But then I'm gonna bring in what do you call it, right, I'm just having a look to see what's in here. What was I saying? Do you know, that is so annoying when you forget what you're saying. What was I saying? Right, I'm going to add that there so we can add our message on. So yeah, yeah, I'm thinking of using this kit to do how many cards a video. But bringing in a nice, gorgeous, like bright coloured paper pad, because I think that's just what it's missing. I think I need like a bit of colour. But to tell you the truth, I have enjoyed having a play, so that'll just stand like that. So it's been nice. It has took me out of my comfort zone, but do you know what? It's been fun. I'm thinking of adding some words, maybe hi. That might work. So H and an I, so just like that. So underneath it says hi. Oh, I like that. I think that looks really, really nice. And then to finish this off, I'm going to come in with some gems, and I think I'm going to use the grey. No, oh, we could have done with the gold. Let's use the black. Why not? So I'm just going to add a couple of gems on, just like that, and then I just want a couple at the bottom as well, like that. Okay. Oh, that actually looks really nice. So it will stand like that, and then you can put your little message on there. How cute is that? I like that. I really like that. Right, okay, so there's the first one for this video. Oh, just got a message. Anyway, distracting me. Right, let's grab another card. So I think I want to use, now these, that's a box. I don't want to do the boxes. There is like a little paper bag one. I think this is the paper bag one, because I'm thinking how nice will it be to have a paper bag on, yeah, on this. So just, yeah, I'm not sure how these go together, but we will work it out, guys. Because I'm thinking how cute will it be to have a paper bag on the front of this. So, right, that makes more sense. So everything is pre-scored, which is just fabulous. So you've just got to sort of make sure you burnish all your, what do you call it? I'm just going to glue that down. Burnish all of your fold lines before you start gluing it together, because that'll make life so much easier. Right, these have got like little holes in. I've never used like a little bag on the front of a card before, so this will be interesting to see how it turns out. So again, just pop some glue on, and that's just to reinforce it. I'm going to just glue that bit, and I'm going to glue this bit because I know that I don't need those bits, because yeah, well, I'm hoping I don't need those bits. I don't think I need those bits. Right, okay, so I'm going to start off with gluing this bit. Now you can either use glue for this or double-sided tape. If I had some red liner tape, then I would use the red liner tape, but unfortunately I don't. I do need to buy some more. Okay, come on. Right, so just stick that down, make sure it's well adhered. Actually, I probably would have stuck that before, but there you go. Oh, there we go. Right, and then I need to glue these bits. Okay, and a bit of glue there. And then what I'm going to do is stick that down and then just use my pokey tool just to make sure that's all adhered down nicely. And it is. Okay, now the other thing is I just want to bend this down because I had a feeling that was going to come undone. Okay, right, so I'm not very good at this, am I? Not very good at all. But yeah, I mean, they're easy enough to do. I know that, I think it's blonde cards and papercraft. I think it's blonde card and papercraft, or is it just blonde cards? She shows you how to make the boxes up. I tend to just wing it. I tend to, you know, I like that. So what I'm thinking is, I wanted it to lay flat and it's not doing it. Well, there we go. So I wanted it so that it was able to go into, we could like flatten it and it goes, oh, this is going terribly wrong. I do not like this at all. Right, let's take her up and let's take this one up because that's just not working. There must be an easy way of doing this. Okay. There has to be. Yeah, that's really bad. Really bad. Do you know what? I can hear you all now saying, Dawn, what are you doing? You are just making an absolute mess. And I will agree with you. Yes, I am. Oh dear. Oh, I nearly had it. If I wasn't trying to bend it down, I would have had it. So I don't think I can put this on the front of a card because it's not bending down how I would like it to. It is cute though. I mean, I have ripped it, but you know, that is just part and parcel of trying to get this to work, because it's got a fold line there, so that it should, in theory, it should fold like that. but this isn't, because it would have been nice to have it so that that folded like it was, although we could still do it. Do you know what, let's just do it, because you're not going to see the back, so let's just do it, because yeah, I hate wasting. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do now, I don't really want much on like sort of paper wise, if you know what I mean. But I like the idea of sticking that on there. I do need some string, but what I'm going to do is just have the string through one side of it. No, actually, let's have it through both sides. Because then we can tie the little bag shut. Right, that's not going to work. So, oh, little lady's come to join me. Right, sorry, I am having to hold this up so that I can see the string. So what I'm doing, there is little holes on, so I'm just taking those little holes and I'm popping the string through them. So I've gone in through the front and then I've come out at the back on the same side, and then I'm going to do the same again. I'm going to go in through the back and then come out on the front. Okay, and this is, sorry, I know that you probably can't see, but there. So it sort of goes around like that, and then I'm going to use that to create a loop. So, not a loop, sorry, a bow. Put a bow in for now, keeps it flat. And then that I want to go on there, but I want, let's have a look. Oh yeah, let's have that paper. Yes, that would work. Right, so I'm just going to pop glue on here. So it took me forever to do that box, but not box, sorry, little mini bag. But I thought it'd be like quite a nice idea just for something a little bit different. And you know what I'm like, I prefer to show you all of my mistakes and how I sort them. I think you learn from that as well, and it just, you know, it proves that we're only human. It is what it is. Okay, so I'm going to cut down here. Oop. And then I'm going to cut down here. Okay, let's move them out of the way. So there's that, and then we have that. Where's the gold peel offs? And then I'm going to do peel off just along that bottom. I'm just lining it up with my mat, and then so I'm going to have two, just so that we've got the, yeah, right, okay. We've just got a little bit more interest on our card. Okay, right, save those bits, and then this piece we're going to glue down there. So actually, do you know what, I'm going to use some double-sided tape for this, because I think we're going to need it, so that the tape actually holds that down. Okay, there we go. So that's nice and adhered down. Take off the release paper. There we are. And then that's just going to sit like that. Okay, and then I like that. Let's have a look. I think I want a banner, so let's have a look, see what if we've got a dotty one. that goes with this. Yes, we do. We've got this white dotty, which I quite like. Oh, I like the grey. No. No. Oh dear. Actually, what about that one? No. Oh, it needs to be a dark one. There we go. We'll go with this one. So I'm going to just take that top bit off again. And then we're just going to pop some glue down. I'm going to put that up in that corner like so. Right, loving that. I just like that little hint of something else. And then we have, let's have a look. Oh, we've got sentiments. Actually, what about that one? Just for you. I like that. So I'm going to go with that. It's a bit of a different card, isn't it? I like it. And then if you've got like a gift card or, I don't know, some money, or you could even put like a chocolate coin in it, couldn't you? Yeah. I'm trying to work out where I want that to be. Quite like it there. I like it there. Let's put some glue on and hopefully, I think, oh, do I want it up at the top? Do you know what? I'm going to go up at the top, just across there. I like that. Right. Just for you. And then, made with love. I like that. Right, let's do that. So again, some more glue. Yeah, I do like that. And then in this little box, oh, look at that. That should fit. So we can open this up. I keep saying box, and it is actually a little mini gift bag. So, okay. We can pop that in there, like so. When I get the strings out of the way. There we go. And then you can sort of, yeah, so it's got its own little card in there that you can put your message. And then we're just going to put a little bow in, like so. Pull that, because that's a bit, oh dear, what have I done? Right, let's do that again. Okay, so that's better. Right, so we have that, and then I'm going to come in with my gems. I'm going to come in with the white ones, actually, I think. So 1, 2, and 3, and then 2 up at the top as well, like that. Yes. Oh, I really like that. Now, I'm wondering whether or not, just for you, made with love. I like the darkness of that. Yeah, do you know what? I like that. So, why not just get rid of these pips. A little bit of glue. And then have that straight across like so. So there you have it, guys. There is my next card. How nice is that? I like that a lot. So, and it's made using a little mini bag. I think that's quite cool. Okay, so let's grab another card base. I have one here. Now, I want to do very sort of plainish for this one. Okay, so let me grab some cardstock. So let me move my cards out of the way a second. Let's see. I don't want any of the patterned paper, so I'm thinking I'm going to go with the black, the grey, and the white. Okay. Oh, there's a bit of white that we've already used. Okay. So I'm going to cut a piece of the black down to 4 and 3/8 by 6 1/4 by 4 1/4, sorry. And I'm going to get the grey, and we're going to do work this out. So actually I'm going to do this at 6 1/4 by 4 1/4, 3 1/4, sorry. That seems awfully wrong, but oh no, yeah, I need to take a little bit more of that. So let's do it at 6 and see how, because like I said, I want it to be, so I have cut it a bit too short. Yeah, it should have been 4 1/4, but that's fine, we can deal with that. Actually, what about if we put, because I wasn't really going to use any of this, but no, I like that black, so that was probably actually a happy accident. I like that. And then, so let me move this card out the way, we don't need that. And then I'm going to bring in some of this white, and I'm going to actually do this, so 4 3/4, get rid of that bit, by 2, and then that's just going to sit across the bottom like that. Yeah, I like that. Right, okay, so let's move these bits out the way because we don't need them now, and then let's have a look and pop this together. So I'm just going to pop this white bit down first. Okay, and that's just going to go on the towards the bottom, and then I'm going to bring in some peel-offs, and we can use the half bit of peel-offs because we know that this bit's going to go over the top like so. So I know that we can do this, okay, like that. And I am going to fold my ends around as well. Okay. And then make sure that sort of lines up. Oh, just like so. Sorry, my iPad's going off. I have my iPad right next to where I film. Right. Okay. So now that I have that, let's grab this grey piece. And let's pop some glue on, and then I'm going to stick that just over there like so. Right, so loving that. I think that looks actually really nice, really nice. Now what we can, right, so now I'm just going to get my glue and we're going to stick this down. Okay, and there is 1/8 of an inch all the way around, so that's that stuck down. Okay, oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Oh, I quite like that there. And then, how nice is that for a mail card? Do you know what? Let's do that. So I'm gonna just put some glue on. I'm going to stick that there, like so. And then we have that there, but I'm actually going to raise that up. Well, I'd say I was going to raise it up if I can find my comb. Okay. So I'm just going to pop it all the way around. Okay, so that should be enough, more than actually. Right, I'm only going to take a few off. Oh, like so, just the ones around the edge. Right, and then grab my glue, and we're just going to stick them, and then that's just going to sit there, like so. How nice is that? And then we do have, yeah, I'm going to pop one of the banners up in the top corner. Yeah, and, oh, actually, we need it gold, because it's all gold on the card, so that's better. Wait, although I don't think it would matter too much if you did the silver, but yeah, I like that. So I'm going to put some glue on there, and then that's just going to go there, like so. Loving it. And then I'm going to grab some of the gems, and we're going to do the black ones, like so. One there, and then a baby one just there. Excellent. And there we have it. How plain and simple is that? That actually is gorgeous. I really, really like that one. I think that's one of my favorites so far. Loving it. Okay, so that is the next one. So we've got 2 more to go, and then we have created our 10 cards. Although I have cheated, because one lot of the cards is all the same. So yeah, let's just see how we go. I mean, we're half an hour in, so I need to, yeah, right. Okay, now we've got lots of envelope ones, so I think we should utilize those. Let's do this type, so I think that's nice. So I do need gluing down, so I'm going to put a bit of glue on there, and then a bit of glue on there, and then you have to sort of push that in there, and that goes just on the other side. There we go. And then we're just going to stick that down like so. Okay. I should have really got rid of those tabs before. Right, okay. So what I'm thinking is, I think this, yeah, I saw the lovely Kirsty Marcotte do this. I think she did this. But I'm thinking of having 2 of them. So that's silver. Do I have another silvery one? Yeah, this one. Because I'm thinking we could put 2 on. Okay. So I'm going to grab my glue and put glue on there, and then we're just going to push this together. Okay. And then stick that down. And then I'm going to come through and I'm just going to cut that away. Right, loving that. And then what I want is, what I'm thinking is we actually stick them onto the card like that. And then we have stuff that pulls in and out of them. So, I mean, we could have, say, that one in there, and then we can put something on, like, we can write something on them. I like that. Right, before I do that though, to add a little bit of colour in, I'm going to come in with the peel-offs, and I'm actually going to go around the whole card and do a frame. So let's do that. Okay, I'm trying to make it so that it's only about, I reckon, about 1/8 of an inch. Okay, so there's that one. But I just think add that little pop of colour in, and I'm going to crisscross over the ends as well. Okay, and last one. So just like that. There we go. Right, okay, so there we've got that. And then let's glue those two on. So let's glue this one first. And I'm going to have it so that the pattern is upwards, so we don't need that bit where you put the writing on. And that's just going to sit there. Now I'm going to need to add a little bit of dimension to this. So where's those foam squares, because they're quite thin, and I think actually, yeah, they are perfect. So need them just along here, and it's just so that everything sits flat. Okay, so that, and then just around, and then I just want across this corner bit here. And this is just going to ensure that it all stays flat. I mean, you can use, if you wanted to, you could use just cardstock for this, and just build up your cardstock layers. So actually that one needs to come off. There. Perfect. Right. Put that back on there. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not bothering to take off the release paper. It's going to be fine. Okay. And then we're just going to stick that on there like so. Okay. I'm just going to hold that down just with that. And then let's have a look to see what else we've got in here. So I've used the envelopes. Not something I would normally use for making cards with, but actually it's turned out quite nice. I'm wondering whether to add in the alphabet stickers, because they're quite nice. Like, we could put just, maybe just for you. Let's have a look. Why not? Let's try it. So if I'm to do it, I'm going to do it so that it's wonky, because if I try and get it straight, it's never going to happen. So let's have a look. Yeah, just no, I don't want that one. That one. Just, yeah, like that. And then 4 can go, actually, if that's going to go across the middle, let's do the 4 with white stickers. Because then it's easier to see. 4. Okay, where's the R? R. Don't need that little bit. 4. There we go. And then the bottom. Do you know, it's very rare that I actually use stickers like this. I have to say, but quite enjoying it. Let's have a look. 4, and then Y, another O, this one, and a U, which can be, why not? Oh, can be that one. So that needs moving over. There we go. Now, like I said, I'm going to keep these wonky, because if I try and get them straight, you've got no chance of it working. So I'm just going to keep... Oh, I like that. That's so cute. Right, okay. Let me just get rid of these little bits, because we really don't need them. I think the only thing now would be... what's on these? They're all letters and stuff. I'm just thinking of dots and stuff, but I don't want, let's use the full stops off these, you know, just for added background. Right, oh come on, it's a bit like the Love from Lizi peel offs, the shape ones, so yeah, I like it. And then we can put something on there. Let's have a look. Something lovely. Why not? Okay, I can go there, and then you could write like a little something on that. And we've got this one that says remember this, so you could put like a little memory on. I think that'd be quite nice. So that is so wonky. Right, let me just trim down those side bits, otherwise it won't fit in the envelope. There we have it. So that is our, which card's that one? Is this number 3? How many cards have we done so far? 1, 2, no, it's number 4, so there's only one more to go. I'm actually really getting into this. I'm enjoying it. Like I said, definitely not a kit that I would normally buy, so if I'd seen this I would definitely not have bought it, but actually having a play with it, it's been quite fun. I've enjoyed it. Okay, so let's see what we have in terms of bits and pieces. So I've got these journaling cards. These could be good. Don't forget. Right, first of all, let's get rid of all of those tabs, like so. And this side, and the one that, right, missing them all off. Right, I'm going to change the don't forget because I don't like that. You can't really see the writing. You can on this, I'm hoping you can, but it says a thank you in gold foil. Oh, that could be a tough spot. Oh, I like it. So that could be, right, okay, I know what we're doing. We're going to turn this into a pocket. So let's pop some glue on the 3 sides. Okay, and then I'm going to stick that on there, like so. And then while that's drying, let's get rid of the tabs on this. And then what I'm thinking is, I'm going to go through the sentiments now, see what there is. So we've got, right, move all the paper. Oh, we've got hello there. I like that. For you, enjoy. Let's have a look. Handmade with love. So I need to trim them down. So it could just be a whole stack of sentiments. Handmade with love. Yep, I like that. No, I don't want the thank you. I've got a little ticket there. So it's just seeing what else is in here. We've got a little tag, a little something for you. We could, I suppose we could definitely use that. There's no reason why we couldn't. Oh, one of my little gems has fell off. Let's have a look. I've got plain ones, but I don't really feel like using the plain ones. Oh, with love. Yeah, I like that. Right, I don't think there's any other ones that I sort of would have instead. Although I quite like that believe, so we could cut that down instead of that. No, I like that little string. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue all of these down. Okay, just like this. So there. And then pop that one on. I know I've gone very quiet. I'm trying to hear what's happening in the living room. So in the front room, I think hubby, well, he only got in from work about half an hour ago. I think he may have fallen asleep. I can hear very heavy breathing. I don't normally film on a night, but the kit arrived today, so I really wanted to have a play. Well, actually it arrived yesterday, but I really wanted to have a play with it, so yeah, that's what we're doing. So I like that in there. Now I don't want this at all. Where's the one? No, I don't want that. There was one, wasn't there? Oh, I like that in Joy. There was like a banner one. I've picked it up several times. There it is. Good Times. Yeah, actually, I'm going to go with this banner one. Because this one just seems to go quite nicely with it. So yeah, that's the one that we are going to use. So let's glue that down. Okay. And try and get it as centered as possible. There we go. Love it. It's just something totally different, isn't it? Good times, beautiful days. Right. Where's the banners? Because I really want to pop a banner up on the corner. So I'm going to use this one. And the reason why I'm using this one is because it was the first one to hand. So I'm just going to pop that on there. Again, it's just actually, it matches in with that perfectly. That was definitely not planned. Okay, and then I'm going to come in with some gems. Because who doesn't love a few gems? And then I'm going to do two. No, actually, I was thinking of doing, yeah. Oh, fell. There. Yeah. Oh, how cute is that? What time are we on, guys? 48 minutes. Should we make one more? Only because I feel like I didn't actually complete the challenge. I think to complete the challenge, I think I'd have to make two more. But we shall see. See how I feel and see what the time is like. Okay, with this one, I'm loving just using the ephemera actually. I think that looks really nice. So I like that at the bottom. I was going to stick it down then, but that might not be the best idea to do. Because it might not be exactly what I want it to do. So I'm thinking that there, with that there, that there, I likes it a lot. And then that maybe there. What do you guys think? A lot. What about something like that? Give that a second. Let's pop that on. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. That's blue though. That's sort of, that just put me off a little bit. Oh, that's silver. I need gold. I need a gold, something gold. Oh, that's quite nice. But not what I'm, oh, there we go. That with that. Oh, much better. I like that. Right, yeah, let's do that because I quite like that. So I'm just going to cut across here and get rid of those tabs. Also going to have a sip of coffee because I completely forgot about it. Oh, we've got that. We could have that. Oh, I like these. Right, okay. I'll just pop this up in that corner because I know that I'm not going to change that. So if I... Right, and then let's stick this down because I know that I'm not going to change that. So just like that. And then I'm going to stick that there. Again, I know I'm not going to change it. And if I was, well, it's too late. I'm sort of trying to stay with what I'm thinking. And not overthinking it, because sometimes we overthink a lot, and that's how we sort of start faffing around. So I wonder, no, it doesn't go. It doesn't go. So I'm liking that. Yep. So let's stick that on. Oh, help if I actually put glue on the thing itself. Okay, like that. Oh, we've got another little circle there. I like that. And another little circle with hello. Hello. Oh, I like that. I like that there. Do you know what? I like that. So I'm gonna go for it. So that's just gonna sit on there. That hello is going to sit in there, and then this piece I'm actually going to raise up. So let's get that form. Okay, like so. Right, there we go. Right, okay, and then let's take the backing off. Do you know, I hate taking the backing off. Actually, do you know what? Why am I taking the backing off when we can just glue it? So I'm just gluing it because, yeah, it takes forever. It takes forever. Okay. And then that there. And then last but not least, I'm going to come in with the grey gems. Maybe that one there, that one there, that there. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Do you know what? I love how clean and simple that is. That actually looks really, really nice. Right, I'm going to do one more, guys. And then I'm going to call it a day. Oh, Alexa's answering me. Weird. I didn't even say anything to her. So I quite liked the sort of cleanness of the last one. So let's see if we can do another one similar, just using the little bits and pieces that we have, because yeah, I think it'll be nice to use some bits up that we wouldn't normally necessarily use up. I quite like that on there. I say I just love how clean that looks. I think that looks fab. Right, okay, so it's more of a collage actually, I think, that I'm doing, but I do like it. Oh, we'll do this one. This is all because I seem to be just going for all the gold. So let's start gluing because I really like how simple it is. Do you know, sometimes I think we can overcomplicate things, and I know I was looking at adding papers and all the rest of it, and actually you don't really need to. So, you know, it's one of them where you really, really don't need to. Okay. And then down. So I just want some of the peel offs on, just because I think it'll add to our piece. So I'm going to do three lines. So let's stick this one on. Right, okay. And then I just want to stick on this side. Put that and right, yeah, I like that. So I'm just going to glue this bit down because I know this bit is going to go underneath. So, and make sure that that's over those. Yeah, like that. I'm just going to cut that. Right, I like that. That doesn't feel like it's stuck down very well. So a little bit more glue. And then I've got this piece which is like a banner. And that can go across there. So again, pop some glue down like so. And I am trying to get everything straight as well. So yeah, doing my best. And then this piece there. Yeah, loving how clean and simple this looks. So do you know what? I think I was just trying to overcomplicate things, because actually this kit works really, really well. I really like it. And then I'm going to put this ticket on. And then I can't remember what we had after the ticket. Oh, I like that. I do. I like it a lot. Dream big. Oh yeah, let's have that dream big on. Why not? So again, a bit of glue. Okay. Is there anything else? Yeah, I'm gonna have that as well. So I quite like that. And then I'm thinking that maybe just something on this bottom bit. Yeah, maybe that. Why not? So I'm just going to cut these tabs off like so. So let's just go all the way around, and then stick that just on there like that. Oh, that looks lovely. And then last but not least, let's add some more gems. And actually, yeah, I think that grey colour again. So I'm just going to add a few here, and then a couple up here, like so. And then we have it. There is our card. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tidy up my desk and get everything sort of get all the cards together, and then I'll come back and I'll show you what we've made, and I'll show you what I've got left of the kit as well. So I'll be back in a second. Right, okay, so I'm back. These are all the cards that I have created. So I don't think we did too bad. So we've got this pyramid style card, which I think is really, really cool. I love that, what do you call it? Where is it, guys? Rosette. I just think that looks so pretty. I like that. And it just stands up like that. I really, really like it. So we've got that one. So that was made in the first video. So let's have a look. We're going to get all the ones from the first video first. Oh, the R's come off. Don't come off. There we go. Right, that was in this one. Then we did these ones with the rosette as well. So I have 3 of these ones. Okay, so really like them. And then I also made this one as well using the one of the envelopes. So really different cards, but I have to admit I really, really like them. My coffee. And my block. Then in this video we did this really funky fold one. We did this one with the little bag. I actually really like that, seeing it again. We also did this one with 2 envelopes. Then we've done this one, clean and simple, absolutely gorgeous. Isn't that just fab? I love that. I think that one might be one of my favourites, as well as these two. Absolutely gorgeous. So very simple. And then this one, and what I like is they're quite interactive cards. So yeah, so really, really nice. So those are the cards that I have made using January's Love from Lizi card kit. So we've actually made 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. We've made 12 cards, and then here is everything that's left. There is loads left. So I think what I'm going to do is actually do a how many cards video using this kit and a couple of 6x6 paper pads that are like quite bright colours, because I think they'll go really, really nicely. So yeah, so I hope you have enjoyed seeing me create with these. Like I said, very, very different to my usual style, very different to the papers I would not, my chair's so squeaky, very different to what I would normally choose. Not something I would go for, but have I had fun? Actually, yes, I have. I've really enjoyed it. It has been a challenge to think of what I could do with the card, like with the bits and pieces, but actually they've turned out really, really nice. And I really love these two. And this one, when I keep looking at them, I really, really like them. So yeah, let me know which one is your favourite, and I will see you again in another video very soon. But until then, please do all take care and happy crafting. Bye!